Let's do this.
What is up, fellow producers? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Connor Edwards. Here I give away free beats and we explore the art of music production. I gotta say, things have been getting a little bit crazy lately over on the Instagram, over on the TikTok. So if you're not following me there, make sure that you do that now, maybe. But today I'm gonna be showing you what I do to finish a beat. I've got a beat and we're gonna take a look at that, see what it sounds like, but then I wanna show you some of the things that I do to put that final finishing touch on it so that it sounds nice and polished and clean and ready to sell or post or record over or whatever you wanna do with it. So let's not waste any more time, let's get right into it. All right, so the first thing I wanna do is just kind of hop into the DAW and check out the beat that I've made. The track we're working on. So we started with piano chords that are really from up here in this verse and kind of the main element of the entire song. I reversed them, and that sounds like this. All right, nothing crazy, and then added a pad. And then I also layered a preset of Serum on there, so and it sounds like this. And I've got it with some tremolo, so it's going back and forth. That kind of takes us through the verse. We have one more kick perk loop. It sounds like this. Okay, so then we get into the verse. The verse, we add electric guitar. We bring back the reverse elements from the intro. A little bit more going on in the drums, so let's check that out. Tone King Imperial for that, so I like the sound of that a lot. Filtered it down just a little bit. And then we get into this last section, which is kind of the turn. Obviously, this will be a full song that I'm planning on recording over. And I'll flesh out more of the song and add, a verse 2, things like that. But let's check out the turn. Okay, so now from there, you might say, okay, well, I'm done. I'm going to post it on BeatStars, or I'm going to put it on YouTube, or whatever the case may be. And I would say not so fast. What I do is I go down to the mix bus, okay, and I'll kind of start, maybe I'll listen through the verse and the chorus, and the first thing I start with is Pro Q3. All right, I'm going to go ahead and address this before we go any further. I'm a big advocate for you don't always need to just high pass everything except for like a bass. I found that doing it on the mix bus like this, you can actually add more headroom, and so I literally take it up to 30 hertz. Like you can't even tell, but it's just something I do. It's almost, it might even be more superstition than anything. And some of these cuts look like a lot, but like this is only 0.8 of a dB because I'm on a 6 dB scale. I don't want to do anything crazy on the mix bus. All right, next I like to throw MoTT. It's Slate Digital's OTT, I guess. I have this mix bus basically compressed. Now I do not do it at 100%. But I'll drag it up kind of as we listen and we can kind of tell, you'll be able to hear what it's doing. I just like the feel that it gives, and it kind of tightens everything up just a little bit, just a little bit. $100, you can kind of tell it's too much, and so I don't like to do much more than about 30. Next, I do just a tape machine, and I leave it literally just like that. So next, I like to do Waves SSL compressor, which is obviously made for masters and mix bus and things like that. It's great on this. I try to be very careful that my attack is at 3 and no faster than that. I don't want it to squash any kind of transients or hits or anything like that. And then I try to sit below 4 dB of compression. I don't want to do anything crazy here. So let's see what we got. All right, that's too much. The last thing that I'm going to do is actually put a widening ozone imager on here. Now, this is a really easy way to completely screw up your entire mix and your entire beat. Because if I take this width and I go up something crazy, or it's just going to completely destroy your mix. It's going to spread everything out. You're not going to have any life in the center. Everything is going to lose. It just sounds awful. So I like to be very careful with only doing this at about literally like 20%. So let's start with it off and then we'll turn it on. There you go. 5 plugins just to throw on your mix bus, and you've got a much better, much more polished sounding beat. So there you have it. Just a few extra steps that you can take to finish your beat, to give it a bit more of a polished and final sound to it. I hope that helps, and if it did, make sure you like this video and make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video on all things music production. See you next time.